Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement.
Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know you're probably just a little bit nervous.
You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Artist Exchange Live.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Starts now.
Welcome to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here on BeExposedRadio.com. Thank you for joining us this wonderful Saturday afternoon. Excuse me. The voice you are listening to is Big Mama Ama. I am the co-host of this wonderful show. I love coming here every weekend, hanging out with you guys, talking arts, talking the effect of the world. We got some heavy stuff to talk about today.
She a lady today this morning too.
She is.
I'm just saying, maybe for the Friday after work. But
Nate is just feeling good because I'm wearing his jewelry.
No,
I'm completely
like
draped
really.
out in
Did you wear the purse from the Style
Vashiti
Lounge?
blue
Original.
No,
that goes without saying.
This is one of the gifts I got from Tamika from the Style Lounge.
She got a little, what they call palazzo pants. Palazzo pants. She got the,
I love it.
Is it a work day?
Yes,
It's not a work day either.
It's my mom's birthday.
Oh,
she likes
okay,
it when
okay.
I get dressed up, so I'm going to go down to D.C. and hang out with her for tonight.
Yes, D.C.
Yeah, she's...
Oh, she going to take pictures tonight. Take pictures.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of pictures.
So welcome, like Ama said, to the Artist Exchange Radio Show. We have an interesting day today. We have a singer in the room today.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had to plug that plug.
See, I'm sure she hasn't been listening, so she doesn't know what she's going to be required to do very
I've
shortly.
seen one or two shows, but I you're right. I'm new to this.
Well, I have a bartering deal for you. I don't know bartering deals, but I think you might like it.
Okay.
Like it. But I just need you to sing Purple Rain.
Okay.
She sung Purple Rain for the Crown Awards, her and Mr. Jonathan Gilmore. That's his right?
Yeah.
That was fun.
And it was a little church.
What? Everybody was up on their feet.
I felt a little fantasy.
Everybody was clapping. It was straight the spirit move for real.
Right. It was a unity for that moment of that song and that room.
That was the best moment. It was one of my favorite moments.
There was no talking in the other room.
Good, but man, that just took it. Right. Everybody was like, oh! Yeah. It was good.
Awesome. So I'm just saying, get the vocal cords together. But also, I have Miss Tamika Chapman in the room with me.
It is what it is.
Right. And the Style Lounge.
And the Style Lounge. Yes.
Style Lounge.
Oh, she just skipped over mine. I have a little cold, but it's cool.
Nate has a nice voice too.
You know, something. Mr. Mika, It Is What It Is radio show and the Style Lounge. She's joining us today with her awesome friend and new sponsor of Be Exposed radio station. Tell me your name. Sorry.
Sydney Bradley.
Sydney Bradley.
Yes.
And what's your brand?
XL clothing for women.
Oh, say for women.
Yes.
That's how she got me. For women. Okay, I got you. But the men's line is coming very shortly, and I'll be modeling that very shortly.
Definitely.
Okay. I need to get that. Can you make that a segment, a promo, please, and send it to her? Also, today we have a couple hot topics. We also are doing a play reading. This is the last Saturday of every month, and we have reignited our Readers Theater here live on the air, and we have some surprises with that too. So look out down the line.
Yes.
Some new theater breath will be breathed into the station soon. So look out for that.
I'll be announcing February's play tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm making that promise.
Black History Month. We'll do a little homage.
I got a little idea about what I'm gonna do. It should be a little fun. Yeah.
And if you know, we're gonna be doing spotlights throughout for each show next month. I'm just telling Alma this, but we're gonna spotlight one or two black artists throughout the entire month. It's called My Black Mask series. We used to do that at Coppin, and we did the whole play, and you had to become that person. It was really like elementary school, but it was we literally were playing to elementary school students, but it was really fun. So the Black Mask series, sorry, Meanie Courts, I just stole that from you. But we're just going to be spotlighting black artists throughout the whole month, and maybe some entrepreneurs and just Black history. We're not going to do the same Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks. We're not doing that. No, you know who they
guys.
are, right?
Let's dig deep.
Right. Dig a little deeper. A little Ira Aldridge, a little something. See, you said I tried to keep the Morgan theme going. See. But again, I'll let this young lady give me the information on how we can get to her and pick up her stylish wares for men and women. So let us know how we can find you.
Well, my clothing line will be out this spring coming. You can get me on Facebook, Sydney Bradley, Facebook.com, or IG. Right now, I don't have everything up at this moment.
It's under construction.
It's coming. It's coming
That's
soon.
The PR response. It's under construction.
It's under construction.
We about to do a thing. We about to get it.
Right.
Right. We'll get you over this a little bit. So, tell me, what do you do, and when did this start? More so, when did this start?
Basically, Exhale is actually about everything I've been through in my whole life. It's not just a name that I just came up with. It's basically from the time I was young and became an adult. I've been through a lot. Within family, losing my brothers, my cousins, and not only that, with my own life. So I came up with the word exhale. And at the end of the day, I stopped for a minute because it was kind of stressful.
It was real.
Yes, and I had to sit back for a minute, and I didn't just want to come back out. I needed to sit back and evaluate everything before I come out. A lot of people that come out with clothing lines, I don't know if it's anything behind a name, but I know that this name is from my struggles and everything. So I had to take some time off to do it. And now I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm coming.
Right.
And I mean, when I come, I'm coming hard. So I said this was my first. Normally when I do it, I do fashion shows and different stuff. Now I said I really want to get it out there. I really want the world to not just know Exhale is just a clothing line, but what stands behind Exhale.
It's a movement.
Yes, basically it's a movement. And it's for all women. Because it's for all women, and it's affordable for different shapes and sizes. I just don't hold myself from not a petite woman. So it's just for different shapes and sizes. I'm doing pampering baskets. I'm doing all types of different things.
Vending events. She's available for vending events.
Yes.
I'm doing my audition. My audition for my new job. PR marketing. You see that? See, I share.
When I come out with my men's line, you'll be first.
Yes. And yes. Oh yeah, TC too.
Okay, TC. Yeah.
He's out,
Thanks.
That's not real. That's not real. He just put that suit on this morning.
Right.
But I always love listening to and hearing stories of entrepreneurs and people who found their way, because we have so many people telling us that we all can't do this.
Right.
And we all can. You just need the resources and the team and the support, really, to be able to even come up with the idea. But it's possible for everybody, but just find your niche and know what you're strong at and reach out and get that support. Because you have a lot of people that don't want to help people, you know, and that stuff don't normally last long, because the people who initially gave them that support, they turn their back on them. So don't become that person, but definitely continue to give back and do what you have to do to move yourself forward. And this lady just said this to me yesterday morning. Your cup has to be steadily running over. And if it's not running over, it's nothing you can then give.
Right.
But just remember your initial theme, what you started, this mission, your initial mission for this. And just keep that in mind as you go along. And then business will be business. Money will come, money will go. But your mission will always remain tight.
It's funny you said that, because throughout this journey with Exhale, I was talking about it before my brother passed, and he just recently got killed 2 years ago. So he was saying to me, he said, for anything that you want to ask God for, fast. I want you to fast. He said, and the beginning of this year, I fast for 30 days. And actually Tuesday, the 30th is Tuesday, I believe, it will be my last day of fasting. So God has worked some things out for me. So
just be silent and still. And just listen. And the moment you just you can continue going with your day, but just be quiet that day. Just be silent. Don't do too much, and you'll hear everything that you need to hear. We sometimes forget that whisper, and he begins to yell at us. And if you get to a yell, that means you're about to be sit down.
Right.
And if you don't sit yourself down, he will definitely sit you down.
Yeah.
And I can be a witness, and I'm quite sure everybody in this room understands what that means. But definitely, just listen. Just listen. And it's your instincts, it's God, it's your brother, everything lining up to tell you what to do next. Especially when you get to a point where you're doing too much and nothing is adding up. You know, just sit still and be quiet. And it was crazy. That meme that was sent to me last year, silent and listen, they had the same letters. And it was just watching that and seeing that just made me realize sometimes just shut up. Just shut up and listen. When I'm having conversations with people, I listen much more now. And as an actor, we're taught to actively listen. But at the same time, we got to be thinking what we're about to do next. And just listen. And you'll hear everything you need to know about a person, whether you want to work with them, whether you want to sell with them, whether you want to partner with them, whether you even want to sit next to them on the bus. Listen. And all of it will come to you. So I love seeing budding entrepreneurs, because it's that energy. But it's going this time of the year, people not buying as much, but you got to figure out how to make that work for yourself.
This is your time to get ready for spring and summer. You know, that's all. This is your time to get ready for spring and summer.
Learn the cycles.
You know, with entrepreneurship, especially in the boutique business, dealing with clothes and jewelry and handbags, you know, it's no doubt about it. Everybody's doing it. That's fine. That is totally fine. But you know, it's what are you going to do different to keep your customers satisfied? What are you going to do different to make people want to skip over the malls and other boutiques to come to you? You know, it's like a personalized experience, and getting to know your people, treating that same customer that spends $10 that spends $1,000, treating them the same. You know, that really means a lot. I listen, you know, to God when He's talking to me, and in God we trust. All others pay cash.
Hallelujah! That's a promo. That's a promo right there.
And that's the truth. He's going to definitely give you some times in your, you know, once you get everything established, that it's going to be days when you don't make a dime. But there's going to be days when you make so much, and you're just going to be so elated, like, I really deserve this. You're going to have good and bad days.
And use those dry spells to just prepare for the abundance, because that day is still a good day for you to just get into preparation mode. Yes. So don't get boggled down in dollars and cents, because it's going to come.
Right. Yeah. I have a really good feeling about your clothing line, because number one, it stands for something. And I don't know any women or men out here for that matter that haven't exhaled once or 1,000 times. You know, life happens. You know, on all different levels. And to wear something that you can kind of look at and it's like, yeah, that's it. Is that it right there?
Yes.
Yeah, let's get a shot of that. Let's exhale clothing. Like, I remember last year around this time I was going through it. Yes.
And maybe that's you know, my mind is always moving to what you can do with something, a brand or something. And maybe that is your mission. The clothing line is definitely what you do, but figure out how you can be a benefit to your community and the people that come across you in that name. I'm not telling you what to do,
no,
but I'm just saying.
Actually, I was thinking of doing a what is it, like a women's group? A women's group, men's too.
Okay. She got it.
Add you in there.
She got you on. She's a good one. Keep her.
More like a support, you know, more like a support, you know, something like that.
So we about to close out this segment. Let us know where we can find you and Miss Chapman. Let us know where we can find you at. We'll start with.
Well, again,
exhale.
Sydney Bradley. You can catch me on Facebook. My website will be coming soon. It's under construction.
See, look at that.
It's under construction. It'll be coming this spring. So watch out for me.
Get them. Miss Chapman.
And you can find me at Tamika Chapman on Facebook.com or TamikaChapman38@gmail.com for the Style Lounge. You can reach me at 443-248-8879.
Okay.
Fulfilling all your stylish, fashionable needs.
You need to write that as your status. I listen to God, but everybody else pays cash. That's a shirt right there. That's a shirt.
You know, those will be out this spring.
Look at her. Go ahead. Go ahead, Nene. Go ahead. Get them. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show with our awesome, phenomenal guest for today. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
The topic for today, movies and whether or not they have real life applications. And as Stello said, I was talking to him last night in the kitchen about this topic, and one of the movies I brought up was In Time.
Oh my God, get out my head.
That was that was one of the movies that I brought up.
I'm trying to think of how to be relevant in this conversation.
Don't see, that's why we're friends, because I bring everybody into. So for those of you who haven't seen In Time, you need to, because it's a really thought-provoking movie. Starring Justin Timberlake.
Ooh. That movie was awesome.
Why are you saying boo?
Because it was whack with him. He just
What?
Whether it could have been him or he just said it was whack.
Who else could it possibly personally that was relevant enough that could keep you in that story without overselling it?
Now the thing is, it wasn't even about him. It was the movie itself.
It was the movie itself.
Check out W.E.I.R.D Radio every Tuesdays and Fridays from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. right here live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You didn't get a chance to tune in last week? Well, here's what you missed on the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
It's a team now.
It's a team.
And she's not doing everything on her own.
Still working 24/7, but yeah.
But it's now in your lane. So how has it helped you with having this strong team?
Well, we're able to do more.
Right.
Like, just me alone, I was only able to do so much. And then with the team, we're able to do so much.
So it's now just delegating and being able to separate.
And it's also great, too, with the team, getting different points of view. And everybody on this team is also a creative person. So getting points of view of like...
for you?
Sort of, yeah. I mean, if we're going to work with artists, I want people that actually know what it's like to be an artist.
Right.
You know? What's it like to be a starving, struggling artist?
Like having a school board of people who have never taught?
Oh, don't even get me on that subject.
Okay, my bad.
I was reading politics until 3 o'clock in the morning last night. Gosh, what a nightmare. But, yeah, so I mean, the team part, like, we're just able to do more, and we get so many different perspectives, too, because we have a hip-hop artist, a visual artist. You know, China's 11 years younger than me, so there's a big age gap, too. And then Jonathan Richardson, a.k.a. Stilo, he's a DJ, a music producer, and tech guy, but he's in his 40s. So we have, like, this great overall age gaps. We have everyone has different, you know, personalities, so you're kind of getting, like, this whole overall picture of working with artists from different demographics and ages and, you know, what people struggle with and kind of coming together to, you know, fill those voids and solve those problems.
Right.
And you can't do that alone because I have my perspective. I don't have Shep's perspective or China's perspective.
And it's possible to start this or reignite that artistry in you. And we can equate this to even being an entrepreneur in general.
Right.
But it's so much more powerful when you have individuals that are like-minded and they have similar energies that work together and create that harmony, because you get so much more accomplished.
Tune in every Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. and every Saturday 12 to 2 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com. This is the Artist Exchange. Real artists, real talk.
Lakeisha White says, a place I can go and Mika always gets my look right. Alicia Curry says, when you go to purchase one thing and you leave with everything. The Style Lounge, assisting in capturing your true fashion personality. From classic to maverick, we have exactly what you need. Make an appointment today for a personal styling session, which includes one-on-one profile, learning your true body style and what works for you. From complimenting colors to necklines and more, the Style Lounge let us discover your inner fashion ego. Contact Mika Nicole at 443-248-8879. She is also available for pop-up shops, vending events, and...
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something and... Oh, wait, hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew. Wait, Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here on BeExposedRadio.com. This is Big Mama Ama. So we're moving into our second segment here. If you missed the first one, let me introduce my guest for the afternoon, Miss Alexis Joyce Taylor.
Hello.
Yes.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Yes. And we have my wonderful husband, my spouse, my love.
It's okay, I'm just a hanger on. No one's really here to see me.
But they volunteered to be my actors for my first directing of a reading. Yes. So they're in the studio with us today. We're going to talk a few hot topics. And we're going to talk arts. So before I go too far, I want to ask Alexis about her, before Nate comes in here, because and talk a little bit about the Crown Awards performance. Now, there's something that I know that a lot of other people don't know.
What are we about to talk about?
Yeah.
See, hold up.
I'm about to tell you just how bad a mamma jamma she is. How long did it take you to learn the song?
Oh, you gonna put me out there like that?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you know what? So
you are dope.
We can
you
go
are
there.
dope.
Fine. No, I was not some lifelong Prince fan. No. I grew up on gospel. And Prince going across the stage half naked did not fit into that.
Surprisingly Christian. definitely not gospel.
So no, I learned the song. You know, maybe I'll give myself a few days. A few days, and it was so funny. We had one rehearsal, and I was telling Jonathan we were rehearsing for the Crown Awards, and we went through the song, and you know my background is theater, so I'm expecting to like do it like 100 more times,
right?
And he's like, "All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow," and I'm like, "What?
Wait a minute. Can I get just one more run through? Right. Just my part? I don't need everybody.
Right. You don't even have to just need like can I have my note? So yeah, we did it that one time, but
man, y'all rocked the house.
It was fun.
Y'all rocked the house. You were gone by the time she performed. Unfortunately, you missed it.
Yes.
She would have brought life back into you. You would have came up like a zombie. Like
Probably.
what?
Probably.
Their performance really was like it really just brought. And you wouldn't have, this is what I said all that to say, you wouldn't have known she only learned it a couple days before. Like it sounded like she'd been singing this song since she was 6, and she was remembering being in the mirror talking about in my purple rain. Yes, okay. So I was just like, I loved it. I loved it. And because Alexis is my friend, I'm like, okay, I know what she can do. So I'm like, all right, that's my one. I'm like, my thing is everybody in the crowd is just like, That's a yes. That's what I enjoyed, was them enjoying my homie up on stage. Like, yes.
It was fun. It was definitely an experience, and it was nice to honor Prince because Purple Rain was not one of my favorites, but Darling Nikki, you know, Doves Cry, like those are the things that I did hear growing up, and that's, you know, what I knew. But Purple Rain never really stuck out to me. So like the week before I watched the movie.
Basically how I prepare for my own theatrical endeavors. I'm doing W.E.I.R.D. I should probably see that.
Right. I haven't seen Purple Rain, maybe.
Have I ever seen The Keen Eye? No, I haven't.
Don't judge me.
Check up on that.
Right, but it was fun. I mean, it was nice to honor him. And yeah, 2016. Goddamn. Yes.
I mean, like Kenyon said, surprisingly Christian. Like, when he died, all these people started talking about all these wonderfully nice things he did for people.
Yeah. Not even like his actual Christian spirit, but like, because that's one thing you hear about. You hear about celebrities really doing things with their celebrity, but they kept it really low key. But other times, like, you hear about like some pseudo extremist Christian things, like like he was actually Mormon and he wore the pajamas like that. like as sexual as everybody thought he was, he wasn't.
No, apparently
he wasn't. He was super wasn't.
He liked to read the Bible.
Buy hookers and read them the Bible and then send them on their way. That's the most Christian thing I have ever heard.
Oh, that's like the TV show where the pastor goes into like the prostitution, like he hires prostitutes and they come to the room, like he tries to save them.
Wow.
And like talks the Bible to them. Wow. I'm the only person that's ever seen this.
So we'll talk more bizarre acts of love when we come back after this break. This is the Artist Exchange Radio Show here on BeExposedRadio.com. We will be live until 2 p.m. And right around 1:30 we'll be here in play. Come on back. Join us. Peace.
Hey, what's up, good people? It's the man you all know and love, E. Digger. Make sure you check us out every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on BeExposedRadio.com. Couple minutes left in the segment.
Sure.
Change is good.
Yes.
Knowing when to make that change in your life. And I think it's important that you know a strategy. You know where you need to go. but change is good. Everything don't stay the same.
Right.
And if you're a person, especially for old people, that can't accept change, then it's kind of hard. Right. I was going to a church. I'm gonna make this real brief. I was going to a church that could not, some older members. I attended the second oldest black Presbyterian church in the country. That's one. And why are you laughing? Yeah,
it's bad that you even knew that.
And that's the soundbite. Yeah. So
thank you, Eric.
we would play certain music, and we implemented a lot of equipment or instruments like drums and piano, and the style of singing changed. And two people out of the congregation, after the service, they would go up to the pastor, sit down, and say, "Hey, sit down. Let me talk to you." And they will critique each song in the service every week, and it was change. It was evolution. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
And they could not begin to accept it. Like, they are used to the traditional hymn.
The Negro spiritual.
Yes. Not only that,
we're rewarding you for something you already do. Listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Is this the last segment of this? No, this is the last segment of this. No, we're doing it in the last segment of this. We began in the last segment of this hour.
She said that. She said the same thing twice. This one though. The last segment of this hour.
Oh my.
The first segment of the next hour.
Yeah.
Starts at what time?
We know we're on. Hi guys, this is the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
I just want to support my brothers. That's all I'm trying to do.
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
You got to take that all home.
They're sold out. I'm sure they're good.
All right, welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here on BeExposedRadio.com. This is Big Mama Ama. Thank you for joining us. I'm in the studio joined this afternoon by my husband.
What's up?
Kenyon Parson of W.E.I.R.D Radio.
Where everybody is really dope.
And when does that happen? Come on?
Tuesdays and Fridays at 6 p.m.
Uh-huh. What do you guys talk about?
Whatever. Basically the opposite of this show.
It really is. There's no culture.
If you come to this show for class and sophistication, you go to my show if you want not that.
I got friends in no places. If
you have enemies and you want to offend them, definitely direct me to my show.
So, how's everyone doing?
We doing all right. Good.
So, so we're back here on the Artist Exchange. I don't have glasses on. We are. Kenyon's a diva when he's in actor mode. I'm just going to let everybody know this. He's such a diva. But we are, we're back here. We have the awesomeness of Kenyon Parson from the W.E.I.R.D radio show. Fridays and Tuesdays, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. I had to think about that for a second. It's not my show, so I have to think about the time. And then the awesomeness of Miss Lady right here. Like, I can't even... I've heard you perform before. I didn't know that you knew these crazy Morganites. I didn't know you were a crazy Morganite. But to hear you sing, like, you really have an awesome voice.
Thank you.
Where did it come from?
Oh man, it comes from all sorts of places. My mama, my daddy.
So your family is musical.
I think genetics usually has that first.
Yeah, genetics.
Sometimes.
No, but let my mama
Doesn't
tell
always
it.
work.
My mama says she swear that she played gospel music and Natalie Cole for me every day that she was pregnant. So she claims that she's more responsible. than the other side of the family.
Oh, okay.
I love
she gave you the ear.
Right. That's right.
That's a big part of it, because a lot of people don't have that ear.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm definitely very flat. Most of the time I'm singing, there's no sharpness to my...
It's there.
Somewhere.
But I sing.
Everybody
I love singing.
You gotta find
It's
it.
where it comes in, that's the problem.
Is your out of control. The
my
dancer,
love right
the
there.
dancer.
That's my love right there. That's how we love each other.
But we'll be doing a live play reading in the next segment. We'll be starting that in the next segment. And the last Saturday of every month. It's something that I initially started the radio show thinking that I was going to be doing. And then artists give you a different energy, because apparently starting a radio show with just live readings wasn't interesting to people. But yet a lot of radio shows are doing it now. But I'm just saying. W.E.I.R.D. Just saying.
Shots. Somebody get that. There's a sniper out here. There's shots coming out from everywhere.
But I'm just saying, it happens that way. It definitely happens that way. And you have to just roll with the punches. It's cool. They say it's flattery. It's flattery. I appreciate it. But it's cool. We're going to do our version of drama on radio. I'm not even calling it radio drama, because it's just going to be totally different.
Right, that's very different.
But I studied that. That was going to actually be my senior thesis, radio dramas. Thank you. Get the cash, get the money, get the money. There we go,
Yes.
we go. We're going to eat today, girl. I'm just going to wait till tomorrow for Poets for dinner.
Yes.
I was telling Kenyon, I think I feel fat, because I've been thinking about that since last night.
I'm so excited, thoroughly excited.
No, my first time ever going was their first one of last year, which was at the end of last year. And me and the girl Mary, we went and we moved our chairs literally to right next to where the table was. And I was a gentleman, so I let her go first, but I was a very close second. And I was like, so y'all just cook and just do poetry?
Yeah.
And there's no cost to this? Where the hell was this when I was in school? Where was this at?
I love the energy of Poets for Dinner. That feels like home, man.
Yeah, we can hug.
It's a groovy thing. It's a groovy,
I won't even have to do
thing.
a poem.
Just show up, enjoy poetry.
I will
You
read
have to
a
be
piece
careful,
too.
because there will be homeless people wrapped around that building.
That's the kind of place
And
that I
college
would get
students.
that comfortable, because I don't usually read my poetry out loud. Like I usually
she
will
feeds you
invite.
first. And they feed you first.
Right.
Oh, that's a setup. It's a
They
setup.
pray.
It's a setup.
They pray and feed you, and then you gotta sit back and watch poetry.
Yes. Yes.
And all you gotta do is
Is
just
it
give a
BYOB?
donation.
Can we BYOB in this place?
You probably could. I wouldn't do nothing dark.
No. I'm keeping it classy.
Right.
Keeping it classy.
You gotta talk
Open a bottle of wine.
Classy. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, bottle of wine.
Dark is my
Dark is appropriately classy.
We should do that. We should do that. Let's both get a bottle of wine.
Take it with us.
Yeah, no.
You're not gonna drink no wine, Nate.
I was gonna bring juice.
Oh, okay.
Right.
You know, juice and wine aren't the same thing. I mean, they come from the same thing, but they're not the
juice
same.
Is not the same.
Right. I mean, there was some sparkling Greek.
That's not why people do that. That's not why people do that.
I can't hang. I'm not
You
a
can.
drinker.
You just choose not to.
Drinker
and we
makes
respect
me
that.
real. Like I would be flirting with everybody.
Oh,
it's
we
like
are gonna get him.
Alcohol is like
We're kidnapping Nate for
and
a
like
sauce
an
and soda.
aphrodisiac all at the same time.
We are kidnapping Nate for a sauce and soda.
I've never been able to. But I know
where's
this
TC
about
at?
myself.
TC's going.
Making deals and stuff.
He's going. I need him to know we're kidnapping you for a sauce and a solo. Let's get Nate wine drunk edition.
It's not even. I remember the last time I really had.
On air, like we just.
I used to go to Mount Vernon Stable, and I
Chase
remember
Merlot.
I had a glass of Merlot, and I'm a sipper.
Right.
I'm not a person that takes it back because I know me.
Right.
I'm not.
Right.
I take children medication because I'm not built. But I'm not built for that.
I just can't.
I'm being honest
Please
with the
don't
world.
tell me that you be in house with the little dropper. Like
I do. I have to take children's strength medication because it's not always your size. It's really your tolerance level. I never took medication. I'm the person that'll just drink water and suffer my way through it. Like,
Wow.
sweat it out. Like, that's me. I have no tolerance. I've gotten done off of like one, what's it called? Salmon amaretto sour? Yeah. One of those. I'm done. Because it tastes like a lemon drop.
It does. It's delicious.
Like, what the hell? And that's what used to get me because I would drink mixed drinks and they like juicy.
Yes.
But I'll tell you, I think that's what gives people hangovers. Like I was told that that
be
sugary stuff.
Yeah.
No.
The drink that I used to get into was the candy apple. It was it had like caramel, the caramel apple martini. It used to have caramel around the ring, and it was like an apple martini. Oh,
that sounds delicious.
That sounds too good.
It used to be a club down on Calvert Street called Gossips. Real hood, but real classy. And they used to sell these. And that was the first time I ever had one. And they like dipped it in a caramel. And it was like brown sugar on the rim. And it was an apple martini.
Nice.
And I remember going to the bar and somebody suggested it and I drank it. And I was in the midst of drinking like, can I have another one? Because it was so sweet. It's the sugar.
Right. Taste. It's not enough taste.
And it wasn't like harsh. It was like, I think they used like the, like a real smooth vodka to make it. It was, so those were the drinks that I used to drink. But because you can't taste how hard it is. And it just... It gets you. And I done spent plenty of times in Mount Vernon Stable, like flirting with people. I've gotten my bill paid several times.
Yeah.
I need to take him out, definitely. I need to start
I am not mad.
These hips were made for walking. That's what I do. But it definitely is, like, I have no tolerance level. And even for wine, I'd be like,
I'm not a big drinker. I'm really not. I'm not a big drinker. But when I'm ready to get drunk, there are a handful of drinks I know I'm going straight for from scratch Long Island iced tea. Yeah. Or
the sweat box. That's what we call that.
God.
The sweat box.
Yes, I love
Long
that.
Island. You just feel heat. This
So
like what am I drinking right now? So I drank a little bit, and it was mainly
real
in college.
good.
We had a bunch of people from New Orleans, and that's just their rite of passage. It's to drink liquor. But
the night of his we went to his company Christmas party, and I had 3 of them that
What were
night.
you thinking?
But I had fufu earlier that night, so I had no hangover at all the next day.
All that yeast.
Yes. So I was very, very drunk, and
were you cold or something?
Not
You
at
trying to
all.
warm yourself up?
I was not. I had my coat in my hand, like yes. It was like 20 degrees that night. I was like, yes, y'all.
Right. You don't feel nothing.
I was superwoman. It was amazing. It's crazy. Foo. Drink to eat before you drink. Yes.
When I first started drinking, I thought I was like, I can do this. I have alcoholics in my family. I can hang. And I did. My first drink was a flaming 151.
What the? Can I cuss? Wait a minute.
What? Hold on. That was my very first.
Why would that be the first thing that you
21.
drink? That is not.
Because I was 21 at the time, and I was like, I can do this.
Oh,
I
see,
can hang.
okay.
And they set it on fire, and you
Smirnoff.
had to wait till the fire turned blue.
Smirnoff Ice.
And then you had to suck it up through the straw.
Wait,
And
the fire?
No. Like you
lost me on the fire part.
No, you know, because once the alcohol starts burning down, the fire turns blue, and it gets a little flame, and you're supposed to just suck it through.
It's 151 though. The smell of 151.
Well, if you was there and you would have did that, I was like, well, maybe I should. But I had like, go Nate, go.
You had to cry.
I do have a flaming 151 story in high school and college.
It doesn't end with you sucking penis.
Of course not.
Oh God.
Because see, here a friend of mine. We're at a party. A friend of mine.
I'm sorry.
He said, "You know, you can light alcohol on fire, right?" And I said, "What?
Yeah.
That sounds dumb." He says, "Yeah." So he poured a shot of 151, and he lit it on fire, and he handed it to
That's
another
the
friend of
flaming
mine.
151.
Yeah, he handed it to him. He said, "All right, you drink it." So said. And he was like, well, no, you gotta put it out first. He said, okay.
No, you gotta. I knew to wait till the flame go down.
He had a little fire. He said, oh,
in his face?
No, away.
Oh,
and then
okay.
he said, no, you gotta put it all out at once. Boom!
Oh goodness.
Fireball in his hand. He's got fire up his sleeve. Boom! Hits the ground. Now we got a fireball on the ground.
Did he think that was water?
Second floor apartment of this apartment building right off campus.
Did he think that it was water in that glass or something? Like, what? I knew that this was flammable liquid. I knew that. I knew that. I just didn't like the taste afterwards because it tastes like you took ginger ale and cigarette butts and
That's terrible.
Like it was like just
That's a lot of liquor.
That is.
Yeah, but that was my first drink, and that's how I knew I had no tolerance.
Oh, no.
I was the one.
That sounds like that nonsense, like my third time drinking Everclear.
We're not gonna talk about it.
Now see, let me explain something to you.
Everclear put a couple of my friends in the hospital.
But I'm very bougie, so I know that that's the stuff that they keep down to maybe clean the floor with. I know that. That's like Black Watch. So that's like
that is definitely medicinal.
I know the levels of the bar.
Purely for cleaning wounds.
Not Everclear.
It is purely for cleaning
Isn't
wounds.
the bottle plastic? The
Yes,
bottle
it is.
isn't even glass.
It's definitely plastic.
Right. They didn't even, they wouldn't even swag to the glass bottle.
I drank half a capful, and then I saw the hallway just start shifting.
That's me. That's how I know when I'm done. And that could be like a half a thing of wine, half a glass of wine, and you just feel like, oh, like there's no boundary to this world. Wow, there's no nothing holding me up at this point.
Yes, that little feeling of, ooh, I could just phase right through this wall
But
here.
that feeling phases over to like something sexual. And I don't know where that comes from. Maybe it's something
I believe that's some Freudian stuff. Something you got hidden deep down in your spirit. You try to even
But that part of me only comes out when I drink. So we're gonna take a quick break. The last words of that segment. So we're gonna come back and we'll start the reading of the play. We'll do a little brief synopsis of it, and then we'll jump right into the reading of it. So stay tuned. Get back here. Don't go anywhere, or you square. Pew, 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 pew.
Didn't get a chance to tune in last week? Well, here's what you missed on the Artist Exchange radio show.
Being a stage actor, how has that prepared you for comedy?
Oh man, I think that being a thespian definitely gave me a head start and an advantage over most of the guys that just go right into comedy. I mean, it definitely helps with stage presence, memorization. Just, you know, a lot of comedians in the city, they don't consider every aspect of the performance, like what you're wearing, you know, how you say certain words, and being a stage actor, like I definitely, I'm thinking about every part of the joke when I write it or when I perform it. You know, like I try to do it as a performer without looking too stagey.
Tune in every Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. and every Saturday 12 to 2 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com. This is the Artist Exchange. Real artists, real talk.
Okay, so just type the job website address here. That's it. Then you enter what job you're looking for there.
Electrician.
This is Peter. Recently, he got help going on the internet for the first time to look for a new job.
Okay, then you just hit search and...
In the past, Peter's gotten work through people he knew, but he heard there were more jobs online.
There we go.
These are all for me?
Uh-huh.
Really?
He had no idea just how many.
I can't believe it. This one looks good.
Peter is thinking the internet might be for him after all.
And this is just one website.
Wow. Why didn't I do this sooner?
See what the internet can help you do at everyoneon.org or call 1-855-387-9166 to find a free training class near you. Brought to you by Connect to Compete and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
You're listening to BeExposedRadio.com. Talk dirty to me.
I love it. It's awesome. It's all my makes me going every day.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Lakeisha White says, a place I can go and Mika always gets my look right. Alicia Curry says, when you go to purchase one thing and you leave with everything. The Style Lounge, assisting in capturing your true fashion personality. From classic to maverick, we have exactly what you need. Make an appointment today for a personal styling session, which includes one-on-one profile, learning your true body style and what works for you. From complementing colors to necklines and more, the Style Lounge let us discover your inner fashion ego. Contact Mika Nicole at 443-248-8879. She is also available for pop-up shops, vending events, and
check out this flashback from It Is What It Is radio show.
Paul he was chilling, he was doing his thing. Y'all, you feel me? Love y'all family, you know what I'm saying? And like for him to be taken away from you, snatched away from you just like that. You feel me? It's like damn. Another good one gone. You know what I'm saying? Like why you taking the good? You know what I'm saying?
You always end up asking like why?
And like again. It's a lesson that it's a test of faith. You feel me? He's gonna take you through these tests. You feel me? You're gonna go through these little phases in life, yo. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you just gotta recognize that one, it's the adversary trying to knock you off your pivot, and then it's God trying to teach you something. You feel me? Right. Anything that you go through, you're gonna get through. It's called going through. You feel me? That's why it's called going through. You going through something. Right. You feel me? Because after you go through it, you get through it. You look back on it like, damn, I got through that. You feel what I'm saying?
For this and more, be sure to tune into BeExposedRadio.com every Friday from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock p.m. to listen to more of It Is What It Is radio show.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew. Wait, Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd
on.
you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Thank you for tuning in to BeExposedRadio.com. Sit back, relax, and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
This is the reality
Yes.
of the world that we're living in. A lot of young people don't have the information that is necessary to have healthy lives. And a lot of the organizations that are geared towards young people don't have individuals that are going to be as honest as this gentleman.
One of the issues that I have with this quote-unquote Christian nation that we live in is
It's
that
not just the Christians,
religion allows you to live in denial, but the world does not live in denial. So who are you helping with your...
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Sure Thing, a play by David Ives. Betty, a woman in her late 20s, is reading at a cafe table. An empty chair is opposite her. Bill, the same age, enters.
Excuse me. Is this chair taken?
Excuse me?
Is this taken?
Yeah, it is.
Oh. Sorry.
Sure thing.
Excuse me, is this chair taken?
Excuse me?
Is this taken?
No, but I'm expecting somebody in a minute.
Oh. Thanks anyway.
Sure thing.
Excuse me, is this chair taken?
No, but I'm expecting somebody very shortly.
Would you mind if I sit here till he or she or it comes?
They do seem to be a little late.
You never know who you might be turning down.
Sorry. Nice try.
Sure thing. Is this seat taken?
No, it's not.
Would you mind if I sit here?
Yes, I would.
Oh. Is this chair taken?
No, it's not.
Would you mind if I sit here?
No, go ahead.
Thanks.
He sits. She continues reading.
Every place else seems to be taken.
Mm-hmm.
Great place.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's the book?
I just wanted to read in quiet, if you don't mind.
No. Sure thing. Every place else seems to be taken.
Mm-hmm.
Great place for reading.
Yes, I like it.
What's the book?
The Sound and the Fury.
Oh, Hemingway. What's the book?
The Sound and the Fury.
Oh, Faulkner.
Have you read it?
Not actually. I read about it, though. I hear it's supposed to be great.
It is great.
I hear it's great. Waiter? What's the book?
The Sound and the Fury.
Oh, Faulkner.
Have you read it?
I'm a Mets fan myself.
Have you read it?
Yeah, I read it in college.
Where was college?
I went to Oral Roberts University.
Where was college?
I was lying. I never really went to college. I just liked to party.
Where was college?
Harvard.
Do you like Faulkner?
I love Faulkner. I spent a whole winter reading him once.
I've just started.
I was so excited after 10 pages that I just went out and bought everything else he wrote. One of the greatest reading experiences of my life. I mean, all that incredible psychological understanding, page after page of gorgeous prose. His profound grasp of the mystery of time and human existence, the smells of the earth. Oh, what do you think?
I think it's pretty boring.
What's the book?
The Sound and the Fury.
Oh, Faulkner.
Do you like Faulkner?
I love Faulkner.
He's incredible.
I spent a whole winter reading him once.
I was so excited after 10 pages that I went out and bought everything else he wrote.
All that incredible psychological understanding.
And the prose is so gorgeous.
And the way he's grasped the mystery of time.
And human existence. I can't believe I've waited this long to read him.
You never know. You might not have liked him before.
That's true.
You might not have been ready for him. You have to hit these things at the right moment or it's no good.
That's happened to me.
It's all in the timing. Oh, my name is Bill, by the way.
I'm Betty.
Hi.
Hi.
Yep, I thought reading Faulkner was a great experience.
Yeah.
Sound and the Fury.
Well, onwards and upwards.
Waiter.
We're going to take a break and be right back.
Didn't get a chance to tune in last week, Well, here's what you missed on the Artist Exchange radio show.
It's a team now.
It's a team.
And she's not doing everything on her own.
Still working 24/7, but yeah.
But it's now in your lane. So how has it helped you with having this strong team?
Well, we're able to do more.
Right.
Like, just me alone, I was only able to do so much. And then with the team, we're able to do so much.
So it's now just delegating and being able to separate.
And it's also great, too, with the team, getting different points of view. And everybody on this team is also a creative person. So getting points of view of, like...
for you?
Sort of, yeah. I mean, if we're going to work with artists, I want people that actually know what it's like to be an artist.
Right.
You know? Like, what's it like to be a starving, struggling artist?
Like having a school board of people who have never taught?
Oh, don't even get me on that subject.
Okay, my bad.
I was reading politics until 3 o'clock in the morning last night. Gosh, what a nightmare. But, yeah, so I mean, the team part, like, we're just able to do more, and we get so many different perspectives, too, because we have a hip-hop artist, a visual artist. You know, China's 11 years younger than me, so there's a big age gap, too. And then Jonathan Richardson, a.k.a. Stilo, he's a DJ, a music producer, and tech guy, but he's in his 40s. So we have, like, this great overall age gaps. We have everyone has different, you know, personalities, so you're kind of getting, like, this whole overall picture of working with artists from different demographics and ages and, you know, what people struggle with and kind of coming together to, you know, fill those voids and solve those problems.
Right.
And you can't do that alone because I have my perspective. I don't have Shep's perspective or China's perspective.
And it's possible to start this or reignite that artistry in you. And we can equate this to even being an entrepreneur in general.
Right.
But it's so much more powerful when you have individuals that are like-minded and they have similar energies that work together and create that harmony because you get so much more accomplished.
Tune in every Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. and every Saturday 12 to 2 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com. This is the Artist Exchange. Real artists, real talk.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is. Because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Lakeisha White says, a place I can go and Mika always gets my look right. Alicia Curry says, when you go to purchase one thing and you leave with everything. The Style Lounge, assisting in capturing your true fashion personality. From classic to maverick, we have exactly what you need. Make an appointment today for a personal styling session, which includes one-on-one profile, learning your true body style and what works for you. From complementing colors to necklines and more, the Style Lounge let us discover your inner fashion ego. Contact Mika Nicole at 443-248-8879. She is also available for pop-up shops, vending events, and...
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
You have to hit these things at the right moment or it's no good.
That's happened to me.
It's all in the timing. My name is Bill, by the way.
I'm Betty.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you come here a lot?
Actually, I'm just in town for 2 days from Pakistan.
Oh. Pakistan. My name is Bill, by the way.
I'm Betty.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you come here a lot?
Every once in a while. Do you?
Not so much anymore. Not as much as I used to, before my nervous breakdown. Do you come here a lot?
Why are you asking?
Just interested.
Are you really interested? Or do you just want to pick me up?
No, I'm really interested.
Why would you be interested in whether I come in here a lot?
I'm just getting acquainted.
Maybe. Maybe you're only interested for the sake of making small talk long enough to ask me back to your place to listen to some music, or maybe because you just rented this great tape for your VCR, or because you've got some terrific unknown Django Reinhardt record, only all you really want to do is fuck. Which you won't do very well, after which you'll go into the bathroom, pee very loudly, then pad into the kitchen and get yourself a beer from the refrigerator without asking me whether I'd like any. And then you'll proceed to lie back down beside me, confess that you've got a girlfriend named Stephanie who's away in medical school in, Belgium for a year, and that you've been involved with her off and on in what you'll call a very intricate relationship for the past 7 years. none of which interests me.
Okay. Do you come here a lot?
Every other day, I think.
I come in here quite a lot, and I don't remember seeing you.
Guess we must be on different schedules.
Misconnections.
Yes, different time zones.
Amazing how you can live right next door to somebody in this town and never even know.
I know.
City life.
It's crazy.
We probably pass each other every day on the street, right in front of this place. Probably.
Yep.
Well, the waiter's in here sure to see me in a different time zone. Can't seem to locate anyone anywhere. Waiter! Huh, so what do you...
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. Sorry.
I guess we must be on different schedules.
Misconnections.
Different time zones.
Amazing how you can live right next door to somebody in this town and never even know it.
I know.
It's city life.
It's crazy.
You weren't waiting for somebody when I came in, were you?
Actually, I was.
Oh, a boyfriend?
Sorta.
What's a sort of boyfriend?
My husband.
You weren't waiting for somebody when I came in, were you?
Actually, I was.
Oh, boyfriend?
Sorta.
What's a sort of boyfriend?
We were meeting to break up.
What's a sort of boyfriend?
My lover. Here she comes right now.
You weren't waiting for somebody when I came in here, were you?
No, just reading.
Oh, sort of a sad occupation on a Friday night, isn't it? Reading here all by yourself.
Huh, you think so?
Well, sure. I mean, a good-looking woman like yourself. What's a good-looking woman like yourself doing out here on a Friday morning all alone?
Trying to keep away from lines like that.
Oh, wait, no, listen. You weren't waiting for somebody when I came in, were you?
No, just reading.
Sort of a sad occupation for a Friday night, isn't it? Reading here all by yourself.
I guess it is in a way.
What's a good-looking woman like you doing out all alone on a Friday night anyway? I mean, no offense.
I'm out alone on a Friday night for the first time in a very long time.
Oh.
You see, I just recently ended a relationship.
Oh.
Of rather long understanding.
Oh, sorry. Well, listen. Since reading by yourself is such a sad occupation on a Friday night, would you like to go elsewhere?
No.
Do something?
No, thanks.
I was headed out to the movies in a while anyway.
I don't think so.
Big chance to let Faulkner catch his breath. All those long sentences being pretty tired.
Thanks. Thanks anyway.
Okay.
I appreciate the invitation.
Sure thing. You weren't waiting for somebody when I came in, were you?
No, just reading.
It's sort of a sad occupation for a Friday night, isn't it? Reading here all by yourself.
I guess I was trying to think of it as existentially romantic. You know, cappuccino, great literature, rainy night.
That only works in Paris. And now we could hop the late plane to Paris, get on a Concorde and find a cafe.
I'm a little short on plane fare tonight.
Darn it, so am I.
To tell you the truth, I was headed to the movies after I finished this section. Would you like to come along? Since we can't find a waiter.
That's a nice offer, but...
Girlfriend?
Two, actually. One of them's pregnant and Stephanie.
Girlfriend?
No, I don't have a girlfriend. Not unless you mean that cat-chucking bitch I dumped last night.
Girlfriend?
Sort of.
Well, it's a sort of girlfriend.
Mother? I just ended a relationship, actually.
Oh.
Of rather long standing.
Sorry to hear it.
This is my first night out alone in a long time. I feel kind of bit out at sea, to tell you the truth.
So you didn't stop to talk because you're a Mooney or you have some weird political affiliation?
Nope, straight down to take a Republican. Straight down to take a Democrat. Can I tell you something about politics? I like to think myself a citizen of the universe. I'm unaffiliated.
That's a relief, so am I.
I vote my beliefs.
Labels are not important.
Labels are not important. Exactly. Take me, for example. What does it mean? What does it matter if I had a 2-point, a 3-point, a 4-point at college? Or if I came from Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Westchester County?
Sure.
I mean, a man is what he is. A person is what he is. A person is what they are.
I think so, too.
So what if I admire Trotsky? So what if I once had a total body liposuction? So what if I don't have a penis? So what if I spent a year in the Peace Corps and I was acting on my convictions?
Sure.
You can't just hang a sign on a person.
Absolutely. I bet you're a Scorpio. Listen, I was headed to the movies after I finished the section. Would you like to come along?
Sounds like fun. What's playing?
A couple of really early Woody Allen movies.
Oh.
You don't like Woody Allen?
Sure, I like Woody Allen.
But you're not crazy about Woody Allen.
those early ones kind of get on my nerves.
I was headed to.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I was headed to the movies in a little while. And
So was I.
Woody Allen Fest?
Just up the street.
Do you like the early ones?
I think anybody who doesn't ought to be run off the planet.
How many times have you seen Bananas?
8 times.
12. So you still interested?
Do you like Intimates?
Last night, I went out at 2 in the morning to get one. Did you have an Etch-a-Sketch as a child?
Yes. Do you like Brussels sprouts?
No. I think they're disgusting.
They are disgusting.
Do you still believe in marriage in spite of current sentiments against it?
Yes.
And children?
Yeah, 3 of them.
2 girls and a boy?
Harvard, Vassar, and Brown.
And will you love me?
Yes.
And cherish me?
Yes.
Do you still want to go to the movies?
Sure thing.
Waiter!
Thank you very much for joining us in our first edition of the monthly play readings that we'll be doing. If you enjoyed that, please let us know. Share it out. Again, the name of that author is David Ives, and the name of that play is Sure Thing. He's an author who specializes in the use of words. He's very clever in the way that he writes his pieces and the way that he defines words. So it's very much worth. He's very much worth reading if you like play reading. Okay, so I don't know. Wait, what's happening?
I was telling them to sit down.
You want everyone to sit down?
Yes, sit down.
In the seats we were originally in?
The seats are right behind you.
there.
Yeah, in the seats you were in. That's fine.
He's saying.
So while you guys come down from that great reading, we're going to go to a quick break.
Okay, so we're going to go to a break really quickly, and then we'll be right back with the rest of the show. We'll interview Miss Alexis Taylor, and then we're going to do a little talking about some hot topics, some things that have popped up over the last few hours that definitely need addressing. Thank you so much for joining us on the Artist Exchange Radio Show right here on BeExposedRadio.com. We'll be right back with you.
Didn't get a chance to tune in last week? Well, here's what you missed on the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Being a stage actor, how has that prepared you for comedy?
Oh man, I think that being a thespian definitely gave me a head start and an advantage over most of the guys that just go right into comedy. I mean, it definitely helps with stage presence, memorization. Just, a lot of comedians in the city, they don't consider every aspect of the performance, like what you're wearing, how you say certain words, and being a stage actor, like I definitely, I'm thinking about every part of the joke when I write it or when I perform it. I try to do it as a performer without looking too stagey.
Tune in every Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. and every Saturday 12 to 2 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com. This is the Artist Exchange. Real artists, real talk.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are...
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And we're back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. This is Big Mama Ama, your co-host of the show. Okay. So anyway, we just did our first play reading that we're doing once a month, the last Saturday of every month. I'll be announcing next month's play tomorrow. And we hope you enjoyed it. Please give us a call. The number is 410-702 5657, or you can text in at 443-642-9403.
Can I just say that?
Say it again.
Can I just say? So I enjoyed the reading. It was great. I think the chemistry was awesome. No offense, Kenyon, don't say anything. But Alexis, oh my God.
Thank you.
It's like you never lost it.
I thought I did. Thank you.
So he doesn't want me to say anything, how he subtly...
I just dissed you a little. He didn't like the chemistry, so he liked that it worked.
So Kenyon.
So he likes how I don't bring her down.
No, Kenyon, that's not it. What you have to understand is that your how do I say this? Your quirkiness and your subtle change and infliction is always on point. So I never really have to worry about you when it comes to sudden changes. You know what I mean? So when you're doing that, I'm like, oh, it's Kenyon. But you know what I'm saying? But hearing and seeing Alexis perform again,
right?
It's not her singing, it's her actually acting.
Okay.
It takes me back.
All right.
Like God's trombones takes me back. You know?
So Alexis and I met when I started. When I started as a student at Morgan State. So I'm gonna tell this story, then we're gonna go to break, and then we're gonna come back and get into it. But I want to tell the story of how we met. So I hadn't done a show I hadn't done anything theater related in almost 7 or 8 years, something like that, after graduating high school. And then I started working and just kind of walked away from it. So I was like, all right, if I'm going to get a degree, I'm going to do it in theater. So I went back, and the first show we did was Serafina. And I'd never heard of it. And so I'm in these rehearsals, and there is this really cute little brown-skinned girl sitting on the other side who is laughing at everything that I also think is funny. And I was like, there aren't very many people who have the exact same sense of humor that I do. So I should get to know her. And so
I'm so glad you did.
We are friends and have been friends ever since. She is my sister. I will tell everybody that. If I'm thinking it, 9 times out of 10, Alexis is saying it, and vice versa. So we're gonna come right back. We'll talk a little bit more to Alexis, and then we're gonna talk about some real things, man. All right. This is the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. We'll be right back.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
The topic for today: movies and whether or not they have real life applications. And as Stello said, I was talking to him last night in the kitchen about this topic, and one of the movies I brought up was In Time.
Oh my God, get out my head.
That was that was one of the movies that I brought up.
I'm trying to think of how to be relevant in this conversation.
Don't see, that's why we're friends, because I bring everybody into. So for those of you who haven't seen In Time, you need to, because it's a really thought-provoking movie, starring Justin Timberlake.
Boo. That movie was awesome.
Why are you saying boo?
Because it was whack with him. He just
What?
Whether it could have been him or he just said it was whack.
Who else could have possibly personally that was relevant enough that could keep you in that story without overselling it?
Now the thing is, it wasn't even about him. It was the movie itself.
It was the movie itself.
Check out W.E.I.R.D Radio every Tuesdays and Fridays from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. right here live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You're struggling with your mortgage. You think about it. You don't do anything but think about it.
What are we going to do if we lose the house? Where are we going to go?
At work.
I can't let anybody find out. I'm so embarrassed.
At dinner.
How can I tell the kids? It's going to wreck their lives.
And at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get through this. What's going to happen to us?
It's time to stop thinking. It's time to start dialing. Call 1-888-995-HOPE for a free government program that offers expert one-on-one advice about your mortgage options.
I'm all alone.
No, you're not. We've helped over 1 million homeowners, and we want to help you. And now there are more ways to help. Call 1-888-995-HOPE or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
Lakeisha White says, a place I can go and Mika always gets my look right. Alicia Curry says, when you go to purchase one thing and you leave with everything. The Style Lounge, assisting in capturing your true fashion personality. From classic to maverick, we have exactly what you need. Make an appointment today for a personal styling session, which includes one-on-one profile, learning your true body style and what works for you. From complementing colors to necklines and more, the Style Lounge let us discover your inner fashion ego. Contact Mika Nicole at 443-248-8879. She is also available for pop-up shops, vending events, and...
You're listening to the station with their ear to the streets. BeExposedRadio.com.
Didn't get a chance to tune in last week? Well, here's what you missed on the Artist Exchange radio show.
Being a stage actor, how has that prepared you for comedy?
Oh man, I think that being a thespian definitely gave me a head start and an advantage over most of the guys that just go right into comedy. I mean, it's definitely helps with stage presence, memorization. Just, a lot of comedians in the city, they don't consider every aspect of the performance, like what you're wearing, how you say certain words, and being a stage actor, like I definitely, I'm thinking about every part of the joke when I write it or when I perform it. I try to do it as a performer without looking too stagey.
Tune in every Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. and every Saturday 12 to 2 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Real artists, real talk.
Thank you. Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here on BeExposedRadio.com. We are so glad that you're joining us this afternoon. Sorry, we're getting instructions and some of us can't listen and talk at the same time. I apologize. So we are...
I am sure.
We are... We are joining the city. He's energetic and thorough. There's a whole lot that goes on.
And just aggressive.
It's just so very
yes. That's that Morgan say
because you're supposed to listen.
Look, Morgan didn't have nothing to do with that. He was like Morgan. Morgan just sharpened it into a fine-tuned machine. But we are joined in the studio today with the host of W.E.I.R.D Radio.
What's up, everybody?
Kenyon Parson. You can catch that on Tuesdays and Fridays.
And also
and the co-host, the co-host is over there, is our engineer, our very awesome engineer. And then we are joined in the studio by my very good friend, Alexis Joyce.
He said leave it up, because I'm too loud.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's in the box your face. So.
So anyway, so we're joined in the studio with them. We've been talking to Alexis. I told the story of how she and I met doing Serafina. And
y'all always on those epic plays with like 30 people in it.
Yeah.
That was such an amazing experience.
It was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. And that was my first time learning as much about the apartheid process.
Yeah.
You haven't seen the movie?
No, I had never seen. I'd never heard.
You had never seen Serafina?
What? I'd never even heard of it.
Serafina, you're the one.
Were you
because that's
I'm thinking about, because he's talking about grand performances. I realized that my first couple there were very small.
Yeah, compared to Serafina,
my first one was Club Museum, which was
very.
No, yeah.
Then it was the one with Brian and Tony.
Oh yeah, that was
Jitney. No, not Jitney.
That was Brokeology.
Yeah. That was my next big one, and I was with 3 people, 4 if you count them.
I used to just come to. I used to just come to the plays and just like, how many damn people are in that apartment? Just keep on seeing.
What I was trying to say is, Kenyon, your other performance was with Charles.
Oh yeah, the Charles.
The performance was with Charles.
That one was kind of small too, though. It was just a handful of us that did that.
But it was more so a big opportunity than it was a big like
production.
I like how he's done that play several times, and he never thought, maybe I should learn these lines. He originally did it at Center Stage, and we did tech for him. And me and Roz was sitting on the back like, do you think he ever just said to himself, let's do this?
Maybe I should do that.
We saw him do it one place, and that's when they brought it to Center Stage. And I was like,
Let me tell you, my favorite part of it was
an actor, right?
We had our rehearsal, our first and only meeting with him. He gave us
in September.
He said, "All right, guys, I'll be back, and then we'll do this. I'm trusting you." And he bounced, and we were like, "Oh, okay,
he got this. He got it. We got to get it now."
Well, because I was under the impression
don't do that.
This was his one-man show. Now I thought
it
was
his one-man show. He's done this and got paid to do it.
Yeah, you have to know what it is.
Yes.
No one else can help you out with your show.
This is his show. This is a show that he's traveled with. Sorry, Charles Dutton. I'm just saying, being a student, I'm watching you wrong.
But you know what? You get that. You hear that. You hear those stories of the actors who don't ever know their lines, and then you hear the stories of the actors who learn their lines in between every take, like Tom Hanks, who just studies his script.
See, that's a movie. This is live theater with an audience. I'm just saying, and you're getting paid for this. And people are spending maybe like $60, $30, $40 on a ticket. These are monologues. And not monologues that we've never heard before. Yeah. These are monologues that we are very familiar with.
These are Shakespearean.
They've been around for
I am that person. I have it's not a learning disability, but it's just something about me learning lines. And it's normally, I'm not going to blame the people around me, but there's often an Alma who likes to just wing it. Who likes to create her own
There's
lines.
often an Alma.
So for me, I need to hear it verbatim. And clearly, he just had them sitting on the table.
Yeah, okay,
and I said, you just go write these lines on the table?
I got two things about that. Now, one, I don't mind how you rearrange the meat of what you're saying, as long as I get the basic understanding. I gotta get my cue line exactly as is, though.
Right.
I gotta end it so I know where to come in. That's how I learn.
So why not just learn it?
Now, because I understand, especially you get one of them big meaty monologues of half a page, them pagers, especially Shakespearean, where you gotta remember what the hell he talking about. You might miss something. I understand that. As long as your cue is good, because see. As everybody knows, you act with me. My whole thing is you got to get the hell off stage. But only before you get on stage, you have to get in the character. You got to get your backstory. You got to read in between the lines. As soon as you get on stage, get the hell off stage. Don't be up there lost.
And this sounds really.
Dutton is he's lost.
Because he doesn't know the line.
He's doing his monologue, and then he stops halfway through, like
looking at you, like, "What's the rest?"
I'm on this page. What are you talking? I'm not even in this scene.
And this is the people listening now.
To be walking around
who's
with
ever done a play with me knows that Nathan struggles with getting his lines. The day of, I got you. I do got you. I don't appreciate you just making up lines, though. I'm just saying. But I'm saying, and because you learn something one way.
Especially not the cue line. They be saying, like, that's your cue. Like, wait, what, since when?
And
Alma sits there like, this ain't me.
Right? That is so her face. Like,
so aren't you missing something? No, this is you right now.
One of my favorite.
But I was saying for him, like he literally, we setting his set for him. And like, he does like the August Wilson, he does it at the table. So the fact that you know that means he's done this multiple times. And you still did not get the line.
None of them.
None of them.
No.
Okay, I got you. These are monologues, my dude.
It got to a point where I was feeding him lines on stage. Like the album, I was
No, I was going to say, I remember that exactly, but I think one of my favorite moments from that entire process had nothing to do with lines. So we're doing the last scene. I think it's what was it?
The dying scene in King Lear.
And King Lear. So he's dying, and mind you, the sweat is just forming on his head.
He could have summoned an ocean.
We're all on stage, and Alana, she leans in and she has to kiss his head, and like we look. And like right when she's about to kiss, I swear, like a bubble just magically.
I'd have literally did like this.
But here's the thing. Do you know how awful it was? It reminded me of that very terrible scene in that Slim Shady video. Where it's the onion rings. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was like when it's
like
rung off.
Lips,
we was all on stage like,
as soon as
that's
No.
I don't think she. I mean, I'm with that. She should have just wiped his head clean.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
That would have got a laugh or two.
No, as soon as her lips touched, all you heard.
This and only reason it sticks out to me because I've heard you guys tell this story before, and because we did it with him at center stage, I really was angry at him because I used to look up to him. He's from Baltimore. He did his thing. But sir, you travel with this play. Not one time did you say, maybe I should learn this. And you're working with other people who want to be actors.
What got me was the description. Because since I got to college, since I started at Hampton, I always read the pamphlet.
The lines?
No, first, I always learn my lines, first off.
Hold on, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com. That just, like, several people have this.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
That's the biggest thing is just empowerment. Just get off of the begging line. Just be proud and just get our pride and our dignity back because as a child, we're taught how to go and beg for a job. Our parents, they literally taught us how to make sure you pull your pants up. Me, I'm 6'7", so I'm a bigger man. I was always taught how to not be threatening or intimidate people when I go into different interviews or different scenarios. And so we're literally taught how to condition ourselves, condition our speech, everything in order to go and beg these people for a job because we know when we walk in the door, I have to tear down 10 stereotypes before I get past hello. So we need to eliminate that. You know, and we need to eliminate that, and the way that we do that is employing ourselves and employing our brothers and sisters. And so that's our mission, is group economics, uplift ourselves, because I can't empower anyone until I empower myself, and change from just being willing because it's in my heart and my passion to see my people succeed and see us do better and change the social order, because I know that we are not supposed to be on bottom. I understand who I was. I know I didn't fall out of the sky and land on a plantation. So when you have knowledge of self and you know who you are and what you come from, it's frustrating more than anything to see us in this position.
Tune into the Artist Exchange every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, my engineers, they like tricking me. They like keeping me on my toes. But it's cool, though. Because it's keeping me up to date and present in the moment. So welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BeExposedRadio.com. This has turned out to be an awesome day. We had an awesome reading of David Ives' short thing, one of his short plays from his anthology of short plays.
Yes.
Next month, we're going to do something more Black History inspired. We'll be releasing that shortly. And we just found another actor, Tamika's daughter. She went to School of the Arts. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? He raised his hand. He had a question. You knew?
Oh, he
You
knew.
knew. Oh, okay. Because TC knows all. Okay, I got you. But I would be remiss to have this young lady in the studio. And trust and believe, I was looking over the video that I had made from The Crown, and I was trying to see if I could match the tone of Jonathan. And That's probably why I got this tickle in my throat. Do we need to go back to your drug story, sir? I don't want to do that on the Saturday.
I didn't even go there. That was him. What's on your mind right now?
So let's. But I really did, and I brought a bartering gift for her. I actually made her something, but the young lady outside just bought that one.
What's about to happen? Like, I'm nervous.
But I wanted to see if she would just bless us with a little purple rain. Acapella.
Let me hold your phone real fast.
You hold up, you.
I
told y'all I didn't know.
She don't get no excuses.
No, wait a
I
minute.
brought an actual gift for you.
Oh my God!
I thought maybe
Only wanna
possibly-
see you
See this real fast.
laughing in the purple rain.
I knew
Only wanna see you laughing in the purple rain. I love them. Oh my God!
See, I
Where did
took
you
her
get
bag.
these?
I actually
Yes.
made them myself. They're part of my
Oh,
jewelry
I
line.
never wanted to be your weekend lover. Only wanted to be some kind of friend.
But she sung with Mr. Jonathan Gilmore. I said his last name right? Mr.
Yes.
Gilmore
Yes.
at the Crown Awards, and you both have an awesome duet. So I think maybe, I don't know if you guys are already in the work, because I know you work with Miss Navasha, but an album together.
So for right now,
Peaches and Herb.
for right now, so we are working on a Black Love show, and we do want to do that sometime.
What's it called? Vinyl. Put it down.
Get it pressed for you.
Pressed.
We can do that. But yeah, we've met a couple of times working out logistics for our Black Love show. So we're thinking about doing that sometime maybe March. Yes, Melanin March, to keep it going, because February is not the only month that we should be celebrating our chocolateness. Yes. So Melanin March, we're gonna have this Black Love show, and what we're thinking is just like an homage. An homage. Sorry. It's just an homage. I have 2 degrees.
I can talk real good.
No.
English language was made up, so go ahead.
Right. So it's an homage to just Black love at every point. And I think that we have music out there that just across the decades. So it is going to be some period pieces in there. You know, we taking it back to Ink Spot's If I Didn't Care More Than Words Could Say. If I didn't care, would I feel this way? Yes, so it's like 1930s, 1950s, 70s, like every
Can I
part.
throw in one, like this little suggestion? This song makes me melt, and it's called Misty Blue. And it just, this song just makes me melt. I'm a big fan of Anita Baker, and she remade the song herself. But then Monica tried it, and it's like, it's cool. It's cool.
Don't be like that.
Cool.
Don't be like that.
It's cute. It's cute if you like 21 and under. It's cute. But I love that song. But you two have, like, he has this velvet tone to him, and you have these eyes.
He's my Donnie. He's my Donnie. Like, we definitely have that chemistry, and it's like whenever we get on stage together, I have people, and he's not the only person. Like, you just have people who pull your art out of you, you know.
That's what we were saying at the. It just seemed like you guys were like, okay, you gonna do that, so I'm gonna do that.
Right?
It was a great chemistry there.
Thank you. So yes, he is my Donnie, and yeah. There was the cover that we did of Donny Hathaway and Roberta Flack.
Ooh.
What was the song? It's slipping my mind right now, but just the chemistry that Donny Hathaway and Roberta Flack had, like, I can so understand that because, like I said, it's not just him. Adrian Blue was probably another one. And it's like every time I'm singing with him, it's just like, you pull it out.
Give us something right now.
So I do have some new music. Hold on, let me put these headphones on so I can. I don't know, and it is a cappella, so all right. You gotta believe me, baby, 'cause it's no lie. I let go of this world looking in your eyes. Believe me, baby, 'cause it's the truth. Me, you. Touch and squeeze and kiss and pleasing. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't reserved for your weekend. So that's the new thing that I just recorded. So some people might have seen the video of me like recording the chorus of it. Touch and squeeze and kiss and please. So that's like my Natalie Cole song. That's like my little Natalie.
People sleep on Natalie Cole a
so
lot.
hard.
Because I think she kind of lived in the kind of the little shadow of what was that Whitney Houston era. Even though she started way before, but she gets really like underrated.
Yeah, she's so underrated. I want them to have they done an unsung on Natalie Cole? Like I think
she definitely had an
I
unsung,
haven't seen
but it hasn't been
Natalie
a movie
Cole?
on her life. Yeah, she's all. I'm pretty sure she had an unsung.
I know there's been a movie because it was a Angel
She was
on my right. One of the few people who could actually act in their own life story, and
But
it was
she
beautifully
was the
done.
narrator throughout the story, and then she stepped in like once she became an adult and she became the character, which was brilliant.
Trust me, I
And
had
she
it-
did before
had
a
it on
lot of these
VHS.
Other ones came out. Hers came out in like I believe like the late '80s, early '90s.
No, her
hers,
movie.
Yeah,
it was like nine. It was maybe like 99 or 98. Yeah.
I don't think it was that late.
I don't know.
It could have
Someone
been because it was a
Google
little
it.
cheesy.
Yeah.
Like,
It was
the
not
camera.
cheesy.
I mean, in
See?
terms of what
Hold
we
up
have
now.
in cameras right now, the production value of it. It was. I mean,
It wasn't
I
a
think
Lifetime
was
movie.
just- No, it wasn't. Well, it was kind of Lifetime-ish.
You think so?
Yeah, because I like the fact that she was her own narrator.
Yeah,
like that's
yeah.
the part that I loved about her story, and that was she did it before a lot of the other stars started that trend.
Right,
of going
Fantasia.
their own. Yeah, she tried. Well, I think hers was the most.
It wasn't
truthful.
terrible.
It was the most truthful to where she came from. I think that's
It was.
when she was going for truth.
But yeah, that was my Natalie Cole song. There is some other new music that I'm working on right now. I'm working with Kevin Powell Jr. on some stuff, and we are also in preparation for Light City 2017.
Okay, so you're performing this?
Yes, April 2nd.
Awesome.
My time is from 7 to 8 p.m. on the
And
concert
this shit gonna be
stage.
much bigger.
I'm excited, man. I mean, just the fact that there is a whole festival dedicated to light. And when you think about it, like, I cannot wait to light this city up, illuminate it, you know, with everything that goes on with the festival. I didn't make it last year because I was in London. It was a nice little exchange.
I was just in another
hurt.
country. I'm sorry.
Right. I was mad though because I was in London and in Paris, like on my phone, looking at everybody's Light City stuff. Like, damn.
It was phenomenal last
Yeah.
year. I just hope that they give a lot more attention to the artists that they have in the city in terms of making us a part of the day. And I know the whole idea of it is to do it at night because you actually see the lights.
I cannot wait.
But it was so many people out there that could have heard it. Like if they have a daytime and a nighttime show schedule, whereas though you do something in the day and the night, because there was so many visitors that didn't want to come down there at night. Yeah. But I loved it. It was phenomenal.
I'm excited.
So the couple that created it along with Bopa, they really did a good job of presenting it. They funded it. They gave them the funding for it. But I can't wait to see it. I'm going to definitely come to all the shows this night because I know there's a number of artists that's going to be doing it.
Yes. There are so many different artists from the Baltimore area that are going to be there. Amashandra, I know, is one.
I hope Easy and
we get
to do their collaboration.
It's gonna be a nice lineup. So, and it's what's the beginning date of it? I know April 2 is kind of like right in the middle of the festival.
Right, like spring break-ish.
Yeah, it is. It is Baltimore City Public School spring break. So yes, I expect to see everyone there. Come out. I want everybody to come out in like the gloves with the little tip, like the lights on the tips. Yes,
We'll give you something.
Yes, that's what I need. I need people to come out with their little twirlers and all of that.
Kenyon mom to do a special whoop up for us.
Yes,
yes. Support.
We're not even gonna talk about the outfit. Like, I do need someone to make my outfit. I need something that is like a LED light, like LED lights on it. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. So I gotta do that. Yes, it has to be dramatic. It's Light City. So yes, I'm excited.
All right. So Light City, Miss Alexis.
Yes,
you were doing it. You're headlining your own show.
Yes.
There? Okay.
So I have been on stage with so many different Baltimore artists, but this is more my own thing.
Okay.
I have my own band with me. So
we can
I'm
do
excited.
pop.
And it's gonna be like R&B. Of course, we have to rock it out. So yes, we will be doing some Journey. Try to throw in some Aerosmith here and there, something to satisfy my rock side. But yeah, I mean, my own music, I think people try to put it into a genre, put it into a category, and it's hard to do because it is R&B, but you are gonna hear a little bit of country in it because that's all I listen to. So.
And I
yes, this is my country. This is my country buddy right here.
I value that, and I like how a lot of the artists, the Kiki Wyatt, Fantasia has a country song now.
Okay.
And Beyonce, a lot of these R&B soul singers are realizing that this is the root of our music.
Started country music, okay? And shout out to my older brother who sent me this book. It's called Hidden in the Mix. And it is basically just the story of how Black people started country music and how it went from being this black thing. Right. Now we have bluegrass, and it's considered a white thing when country music is black, sweetie. Okay? Like, listen to it.
And that went back to the controversy of Beyonce during the CMAs last year. And it was crazy because they made this big deal out of it, but they do that every year.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you was mad that Beyonce came up there and blew you guys out of the water.
My issue with it, and I just said this, my issue with that whole Beyonce and the country music thing was the response. And as somebody who's been listening to country music, literally I've been listening to country music my whole life. I started with Shania Twain when I was like freaking 7, 8 years old. So from there, like someone who faithfully listens to 93.1 more than they listen to 92Q, like that's what I listen to. I listen to country music. And so when that whole thing with Beyonce happened, the response from the country community, like it completely turned me off because I'm like, one, no, I am not part of the Beehive by any stretch of the imagination.
She did a good job.
The song is hot shit.
Right.
Like,
it really is.
I love the song.
That's a part of their show every year where they bring a non-country artist to collaborate with a country artist.
Exactly. And I think it's just the climate of the country right now. I think it's everything else that's going on. And then I think it's just, I'm sorry, look, y'all gonna see who Alexis is. I think it's just white people doing what white people normally do. Okay, this is a black girl coming up here. She's singing a country song that is a badass country song, and you gonna act like you don't want her here when we started this shit?
But that was the problem. Like I think it couldn't have been just Beyonce. I think because it wasn't us saying it, it was them saying it. And it was crazy because I kept saying, I look at the CMAs and
every year,
they do
faithfully.
this collaboration every year.
Yeah.
I was so mad at her treatment. And then I think also they had a little problem with her bringing the Dixie Chicks back.
Yes, because that was my thing. I was like, wow, that blew my mind.
And you know what? I didn't think about that, and that's where it probably came from.
Right. Because I kept a combination.
Because they done DX the Dixie Chicks.
Like, right. That's right there. They put them out.
Beyonce is like one of the only crossover artists right now, so it couldn't. I kept saying it can't be about her because they do this every year. But I never thought the Dixie Chicks were there.
You forgot that they.
Go ahead, Beyonce.
Yeah, they don't. They never forget. Right. Of all the things that should not be forgotten. Okay.
Here's my band.
Right. two different performances, and they were the second bigger performance.
Yeah.
And not only did she like make them like the instrumental, but
they got their
sung.
own solos and they sang with her like for
She
real.
like, so you just gonna ease them back into
Yes,
our
she
club?
did.
Right?
Okay. I did not now. I get it. Go ahead, CMA. Do your thing.
Right, but I
She gave you that
mean,
ultimatum. I get it. I got you.
I'm just starting to come back around. I'm just starting to come back around.
And this is why I get mad at people, because people sleep on Beyonce. She brought them back to this. She made them relevant. Okay, I got you.
Right. Now you.
I'm not a beehiver, but I'll be a
Me either.
Not a beehive.
I am so not a beehive person.
Yeah.
Because I am a country music fan and I understand the significance of that performance.
And
I
who
was
they
just
are.
Like, whoa. B said the queen would be glad to come through.
And slay your shit.
Right.
And we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show. We got one more segment. It went so fast. We'll be right back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Lakeisha White says, a place I can go and Mika always gets my look right. Alicia Curry says, when you go to purchase one thing and you leave with everything. The Style Lounge, assisting in capturing your true fashion personality. From classic to maverick, we have exactly what you need. Make an appointment today for a personal styling session, which includes one-on-one profile, learning your true body style and what works for you. From complimenting colors to necklines and more, the Style Lounge let us discover your inner fashion ego. Contact Mika Nicole at 443-248-8879. She is also available for pop-up shops, vending events, and...
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew. Wait, Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd
on.
you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You are tuned into Be Exposed Radio. Check out this flashback of the Shots and Shenanigans radio show.
But in doing this, like, I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Like, this is how I started animating. I was sitting outside my friend's porch one day, and he came out, Brian Flackis, who works with me on Gurus. He came out, he busted out. He was like, you know what? You need to put your interviews to animation. And when he said that, something clicked. Because I had thought of what he had said years ago. I had just always thought, animation, that's too hard. Oh, whatever, I can't do that. Like, I have to wait till somebody can do that. But when he said it, something clicked. Something said, Mark, why don't you at least see if you can do it first before you tell yourself you can't do it? So when he said that...
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
What we doing?
It's my mommy's birthday. I gotta do it up.
Happy birthday, Miss Brown. We're back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show. We've had a phenomenal show. We have a phenomenal month coming up.
Yes.
For February. I'm speaking with Mama Kabibi, and she'll be here. The director of, I was about to say Rainfall. That's somebody totally different. Sankofa Dance Company. She's also the director of the Urban Art Leadership Program, and she'll be stopping through. I'm not going to put it out there, but we may have a little Rufus Roundtree, a little Easy coming through. He has a hot song. I'm a little upset because he has a lot of phenomenal songs, but they chose the club song. But not mad at him because they're going to make some money off of it.
That's always, it's the one that makes everybody excited that becomes the most popular song.
And it's a remake of, his name is out of my, but it's a song that Rufus does a lot, and they collaborated on it, and Easy made it easy.
Go check it out.
And it's phenomenal. You got to check out the memes that are going around with
his face
with Easy now
from the
yeah.
from the interview. Yes, Lord. I've been checking those
He's
out.
a meme. He's been memed now. But I really thank the two of you for coming out.
Thank
we definitely
you.
have to put you back in the rotation, and we'll be out for the Light City Festival.
Yes.
This spring break this April. And we'll be in our LEDs. And we'll
Yes.
be shouting, singing the songs with you. And I'm just saying, we do wop, pop, pop. I'm just saying, do wop, pop, pop. We fall in line, right? We the choir. We're choir. Don't put this out there.
Right, I can keep in harmony way in the back.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Keep it. In case the sound go out, you need that bottom.
So before we come up at the end of this, because that's coming up very soon, I'd like to touch a little bit on
current events.
Right on the Emmett Till.
Okay. So apparently there's a story surfacing that the woman who actually lives in Maryland who accused him of
whistling at her.
Well, no, that's
she
what he said
him
he did.
more, right.
Yeah.
There's a book. It's a book coming out.
Right.
Yeah.
He said something salacious at the time. It was salacious, supposedly, allegedly, and now it's coming out that he did none of those things, which we knew already.
Right.
His mother had already.
I will say that I do fully believe that he might have.
Was a little fresh.
He might have whistled, or I think she's retracting all the stuff where she said he said lewd comments to her. Right. I fully believe that he might have whistled or looked, something.
Looked a little hard.
He probably did, but is that?
Well, his cousin actually testified at the actual trial to say he did not say anything disrespectful to her.
Right.
But he alluded to him being fresh.
Right. And so I do think that there was some kind of exchange. Right. But it's like, was it worth his life? Right. Like, and for you to roll with the story and add to it and all of these years.
Well, not speak up, because she, at any time she was on trial, she could have spoken up. But I think the issue happened, and a part of the story that we don't get to, that his cousin, because there were several family members that wrote books, but his mother and his cousin the story that she put out there, or they put out there, it was more so somebody walked in on it. And that's what happened. So he actually had a chance to get out of there. And they walked in on like the tail end of it. And I think she thought that the person who walked in saw something. So she created the story. And this happened years ago. She recanted her story years ago because somebody found her. And she was an older woman. She's probably like in her 60s.
She's 82 now,
Yeah, she was like in her 60s at the time. And like a camera crew found her house and went to her house. And she was beginning to talk. And I think she thought about this like, no, I've been able to live in recluse all these years. I'm not doing this. And she went back in her house and shut the door. So people know where she lived. Right. And she probably, and if she's smart, she moved from that house. Thereafter, like quickly thereafter. But she had recanted her story years after the trial, years after it had happened. Yeah. But it was too late at that point.
Right.
He was already killed. And the guy... one of the guys, I believe the guy who actually shot him, I think he was on trial. They put him on trial.
They put two people on trial and they were acquitted. And then after they were acquitted, they did an interview with a magazine where they admitted to the killing. And I don't, even if she had told them in the heat of the moment, hey, he didn't do this, I don't think there's anything that would have stopped her husband at the time and his brother from exacting their own revenge. But she could, the fact that she didn't do anything, I think this whole story is just a testament to the fact that like this shit is not that long ago. People tell you now, people are telling us
prevent it from happening, and I do agree she couldn't have prevented it.
I don't think she could have. Yeah,
but she should have said something at that trial.
Right, and that's it. I don't think she would have been able to stop them in their rage of this black boy disrespecting woman whitehood. I don't think she would have been able to stop that, but she should have said something. And I think this whole incidence of her story now coming out and everything years later, she's 82 now.
And I watched the story of Mr. Jordan Davis. They just did a documentary filming him at the Real News Network, 3.5 minutes, 10 bullets. And it reminded me of this story when I just saw it in the feed, because in the trial for Jordan Davis,
I'm sorry, I'm a journalist, so we have to let people know what we're talking about. We're talking about Jordan Davis, and this is the loud music trial, where the car full of teens got into a verbal argument with another older man. Yes, 3.5 minutes, 10 bullets was a documentary made based on that killing. He refused to turn his music down, and the guy shot him, and then went and got pizza and went home like shit is normal.
He went back to his hotel that night, got pizza, drank. His fiance saw this on the news the next day and said, "No, we need to go home." They were in Jacksonville for their son's wedding, and they got up out of their hotel and went back home. So they traveled.
It's just case after case after case, even now, and I see how you could relate that to Emmett Till, because we have case after case right now that basically is telling us, that's what you're telling us, that Black life right now is still just as invaluable as it was not too long ago. And I hate that people say, oh, you know, it's in the past, it has nothing to do with what now. She's alive and walking around, and so would he. He would be alive walking around too. Like, this was not that long ago. All of our grandparents drank from segregated fountains.
At the trial of Jordan Davis's death, the fiance of Michael Dunn, the gentleman who shot Jordan Davis, his fiance is the reason he was convicted.
Right.
And
because she wouldn't lie.
She tried to lie. She tried to water it down, but her statements that she made in the trial, on the witness stand, convicted him, because I don't believe the other 3 men who they had to testify, and you get to see the trial in this documentary. It did not match up, because they kind of corroborated with what the prosecution was saying, or the defense rather was saying, that he did have a temper. He was angry in this moment because of what Mr. Michael Dunn said to him. But in the trial, I just saw and I think a lot of white people need to see that, because you have the power to say, because she told the truth. And in the documentary, you hear a lot of phone conversations between them when he was in jail and he was calling her, and he was trying to get her to do these public statements, and she was like, "No, let's talk about that later," and she would just go over it. But you have to, people of other races need to then speak up and go beyond just curbing what they know is wrong, but actually say something. So say something. Say, she was in the store, and the prosecution asked her, like, "Did you know what was happening when you heard the gunshots?" And she hesitated and said, "No." And you can look in her face, and she's crying. She knew where those gunshots were coming from.
All right, so we thank you so much for joining us this wonderful Saturday. Please join us every Saturday and Friday. Saturdays from 12 to 2, Fridays from 7 to 9. Tomorrow night we'll be at Poets for Dinner at the City Arts Gallery, 440 East Oliver Street, Baltimore, Maryland. Doors open at 6. Everything is free. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bring a donation.
Have a great night. Yes, help them out, because food ain't free.
Thank
you, Miss Purple Rain, Miss Alexis.
Thank you.
Thank you, TC Falcone. Peace out.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement.
Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know they're probably just a little bit nervous. You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education, brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far